Hello, good people. So this is a quick review on 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After. The past few Sundays, they have been having the tell all on TLC. So this past Sunday was part three, and to me, even though we're on part three, and I did not review part one and part two because it's like we was building up to part three, and the ultimate thing is that I wanted to know, like many other people out there, what the private investigator found out about Michael. I wanted to know about Michael and Angela's situation. They have been on TLC 90 Day Fiance franchise different shows for the past 7 years, and we have definitely been following them. Of course, we've seen the horrific treatment that Angela's, you know, how bad she's treated Michael and everything. And it's always a question of, is if Michael is truly here and in love with Angela, and if this is something where he wanted to marry her because he's in love with her, or was he just marrying her so he could get here to the United States. So, and then there's also the question of if Angela was using Michael also, because of course she's been on TLC 90 Day Fiance for over 7 years, and she's, from my understanding and from what I'm hearing in these YouTube streets, she's the only person that's been paid by TLC for filming 90 Day Fiance. Michael's not getting anything. Well, of course he's benefiting from her, because I remember she had him to quit his job, so she was like sending him money, but ultimately she's the one who was collecting the cash. So, and it was also rumored that she had been on other shows and trying to be on TV even prior to 90 Day Fiance. So there's a question of, if Michael was using her to get here for the green card, to become a U.S. citizen, or in maybe Angela on the other, on her side, she's been using Michael, you know, just to be on TV with all her different antics and getting paid, all that stuff. So this season, this tell-all was building up to this point where Angela had hired a private investigator because she was very suspicious of Michael, with so many things that she considered to be suspicious, as far as him being denied a few times, and then he was able to finally go and get approved for the K1 visa. He comes over here to the United States, and they have not been intimate with each other. And she's, even prior to him coming here to the United States, according to Angela, she had found some suspicious activity on his phone. Something about a group he was part of, or actually he was the administrator, called Paradise Men, helping men connect with elderly women so they can get a green card. So it was just like a lot of suspicious things that were going on, you know, within this season. Even prior to this season, all the seasons, has been a lot of suspicious shit going on. So um so yeah, so the tell all was building up to this part three, where we were waiting to hear what the private investigator had found. So, and I was looking online and I came across this People article, and it's titled 90 Day Fiance, Angela is scared to death as private investigator reveals findings about Michael. And then there's a quote from Angela: I want the private detective to prove that I'm wrong. This is what Angela told the cast during the Happily Ever After tell all before the PI Todd came out. So the PI, private investigator Todd, revealed that he and five other investigators had compiled a 189-page report after looking into Michael, who's 36 years old. And the private investigators, like, Angela does have reason to be questioning some of Michael's behavior. I mean, watching the show, seeing the private investigator come on the stage, he definitely had a book of papers with him, and I'm like, oh my goodness, what did he find out about Michael? Child. So the private investigator said that he found 3 Instagram accounts under Michael's name, which Michael denied, and Michael said it was not his, and that there were people imitating him, that he only has a Facebook, and the Facebook that he does have, that's something that Angela controls. I mean, talking about somebody that's controlling, you can't even have your own damn Facebook. Wow. And so Michael, he's trying to talk and explain himself. Michael said, when I try to explain to my wife, she never gives me a chance to finish talking. Todd was then asked if he found anything that led him to believe Michael has been unfaithful to Angela, to which he said, I have one particular woman that we uncovered, and I'm not positive what that relationship is with him. I'm like, wait, you got 189 pages on Michael, and you can't find out nothing about this one woman you talking about? So he says the woman's name, but it's bleeped out, so we don't know the woman's name. And so Michael was like, who? And he tell Michael the name again. So he tried to explain that it's someone, that knows his family, and his family knows her family. So it's like a family friend situation, whatever. So basically, all in all, and I skipped around on this People's article trying to see if they put anything, really relevant. But basically, all in all, I'll just say, even just from watching it, the PI didn't have nothing on Michael. And Angela, I mean, those wrinkles just dropped to the floor. I mean, she melted even more. And even her daughter Skylar, there was nothing that they could say because they didn't have anything on Michael. He was asked about the group, the Paradise Group thing, and Michael explained that was the group for support because he had been denied several times, and that's the way where foreigners can come and get information from each other about how to do this, what to expect with that. It's just like a help support group. And then a couple of other people, as far as the cast members on the tell-all, they admitted that they also had participated in those types of groups when it came to them moving to the U.S. and trying to go through the process of receiving their K-1 visa or whatever it may be that they were applying for. I want to say it was Sophie. She came from Britain, and then also to Thais from Brazil said the same thing. So they both said that they had also participated in those type of groups just for support with getting their approval to come over here to the U.S. So it was a bunch of crock. But yet and still, even with Angela hearing from the PI that there was no type of proof that Michael was scamming her, which he probably is, I kind of feel that he got involved with Angela so he could come here to the United States for his green card. So I believe that. But I also believe that Angela was with Michael so she could get a paycheck and she could be on TV. So if you ask me, they scammed each other. However, what really takes the cake is that Angela treated Michael terrible, horrible, despicable, embarrassing. She's always been humiliating him, belittling him. It's just ridiculous. So it's rumored that Michael's gone his separate way. He's still here in the United States. I just say kudos to him, and he needs to just go on with his life because Angela was not even allowing him to be a man, if you ask me. As soon as he got over here, she was telling him about chores to do in the house, and it's just ridiculous. And not just the chores. Of course, you could have someone around the house helping you, but it's just a mere treatment. why be with someone and you have to guard their Facebook and monitor how many social media pages that they have? And um, yeah, it's bad if someone cheats on you, but if you accept it and decide to move on with that person, it's not healthy and good to continue to throw it up in their face every single day. And that's something that Michael said was happening. And even just to continue to bring it up, just if you decide to move on with the person, you need to let it go. That's my thoughts. I know everyone's going to be different about situations like that. However, regardless of any cheating that he may have done, the treatment that we witness on this show is beyond believable, is beyond despicable, and it's very toxic. And really, TLC should have been got rid of Angela, if you ask me. So that's my thought on it. Um, Angela walked off the set once she got the information, and her daughter Skylar was there, pretty much saying that she still think that Michael used Angela to get here for the green card. And I do agree with you, Skylar. However, I think your mom also used him, and the treatment that your mom gave to this man still was despicable and horrible, and it really, really makes her look like a terrible person. So I want to say there are 2 more parts to the tell-all. So I think it's a total of 5 parts. So we have 2 more Sundays to watch these shenanigans go on. I don't really find anything interesting about any of the other couples, but I'm still going to continue to watch. You guys, please let me know your thoughts and leave a comment. Click the like button and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.